Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I am continuing my playthrough of Silent War 2.0 with the IJN expansion. Campaign number 3, Turning the Tide. We are on week 2 of February 1944. And before we get started, I have a possible correction to make from the previous episode. Thank you to Joe Childers. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. If not, I'm sorry, Joe. Who pointed out that when I made the additional reattack with the Greenling, thanks to their super skipper, that's not automatic. You have to roll to see if they are able to make that second reattack. Show you here real quick. In 14.41, the first reattack is at the player's option. Second reattack may only occur if the player has a super skipper on the submarine and rolls equal or less than the super skipper's rating. So we need to do that roll first, and if we fail that, then they won't have actually made their reattack round, and they won't have actually gotten sunk. So let's do that now, and we'll see if we actually do lose the Greenling. So if it's a 0 or 1, they did make the second reattack as I played it out in the previous episode, and they did in fact get sunk. But if not, then we will. And good. They failed to make that reattack, which was very ill-advised on my part. So because of that, we'll just go to the endurance check. I don't remember. I highly doubt they would have gone aggressive in either. Definitely not in the second round. Probably didn't in the first round either. If the roll here is close, I'll go back and double check that. But let's just go ahead and do their endurance check. They are A rating, and they have a damage marker. So they're going to need a 6 or less. And they failed it anyway. So if they had gone aggressive, they would have even failed it by more. So they will be RTBing instead of being sunk. So let's get an RTB marker on them. And they were in the Sea of, they were in the Sea of Japan. Let's get them back there. And that means we only have 70 subs lost. All right, so glad we got that fixed up. Thank you again, Joe, for pointing that out. All right, now let's go ahead and get started with the with our turn. So first off, as always, is the war event phase. No war event. No torpedo improvement this week. Ultra. We have a 9, which will be Sea of Japan and the North Philippine Sea. Good. Should be able to take good advantage of that. North Philippine Sea. All right, no weather rolls in the month of February. We can skip that. That takes us to the Triple R segment. Excuse me, no reinforcements this week. Ready submarines phase. So over here at our tenders, we've got These that are ship side become ready for sea. Pier side, Pearl Harbor and Dutch Harbor. And then we need to start rolling. So here at the Bushnell, excuse me, we've got the silver sides, looking to get a 5 or less. Yes. Same for the gunnel. Yes. And the S44. All right. Got them. We'll be able to empty them out completely this week. Okay, and then at Pearl Harbor, we have these. The Rattan needs a 5 or less. Got it. The Batfish, 5 or less. Got it. The Runner, 5 or less. Got it. Wow. On a hot streak here. Billfish, 5 or less. All right, they all made it out. And then we've got a couple here at Brisbane. Let's do them together. Roll black die for the Pike, white die for the S47. They each need a 4. And neither of them made it. Okay, that is all for readying. For repairs, we have, excuse me, 3 here at Pearl Harbor in repair box 1. So they'll need an 8 or less. We've got the Haddo. He makes it out. The Blackfish. Ooh, just barely. And the Finback. All right, so they're all fully repaired now. Whoops. We've got one here in repair box 6, which is the Tarpon. They need a 6 or less to advance. They get it. And then we got 2 in repair box 1 at Dutch Harbor, needing a 5 or less. And they are the S33 and the S35. So black die for the 33, white die for the 35. And neither of them make it. Okay. That will take us to the prep for operations phase. Set this down. All right, we are prepped and ready to operate. So let's go to the operations segment. Let's see. These guys weren't able to get into the Bushnell last week, so they're going to have to come back to Fremantle. No transit event checks needed, so we'll just move them together here. And we'll do damage rolls for each. So the Cisco. Gets a 4, which is light damage. And what else we got here? The skipjack. They have superficial damage. All right, what else we got? Looks like we were able to keep a good vast majority of them out this week, which is good. Let's see. We've got the swordfish over here that needs to go back to Pearl Harbor. We'll roll for their damage. Superficial, very nice. And where are those in? Those shouldn't be in the broom box. Those all passed. They should be over here. Let's see. And we've got these guys up here heading back to Dutch Harbor. Even though they're non-damaged, they'll still have to do a damage roll. And it's light, so they go in repair box 1. Anything other than superficial would have put them in repair box 1. All right, and then we've got the resurrected, you might say, grayling, or greenling with grider. Get these names straight. They're going to come back through the Kuril Islands to the North Pacific. And since they left the Sea of Japan, they have to add +2 to their transit event check, -1 for transit side. So net +1. So an 8 or 9 could spell trouble. They got a 1, and then we'll roll for their damage to see if they can get into the Sperry or not, and they cannot. They'll have to go all the way back to Pearl Harbor next week. And that just leaves whoever this is, the kingfish up in the Yellow Sea. We're gonna have to, I think we might want to move somebody out of the East China Sea first. Otherwise they're gonna have some congregating risk there. So let's hold off on them for a second. We will make the Yellow Sea the current operating area and move the bowfin into there. That's who we want to go. Whoops. We send the archer fish actually. So they need to roll a transit event check with a +1. So again, 8 or 9. They got a 3. So now let's do their search and contact. And a 5-0 will be a low density small convoy. 2, 2, and 1. All right, we got one no solution here. Too fast. Ah, boy. Let's go column B. Let's go cautious. We'll start over here. Okay, that's good. That replaced. It's going to be either the Suzuya or the Tone. We'll do even for the Suzuya, odd for the Tone. is the Tone. And then this one, I think we'll unflip. And hope that this is a light cruiser. Nope, aircraft. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and I forgot again, even though we unflipped that one, we should have replaced it first. I have decided not to unflip it, depending on what it was. But it's too late now. It's the Ushio. They are unflipped, and we'll leave this on them just to show that they had a rising sun on the back of their counter. And now we get to some TDCs. Just 3 because the aircraft doesn't get one. Man, those aren't great, but I guess we'll take a crack at this merchant over here. So they're getting 2 help from the aircraft. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and they're a column over, which makes 4. 0 from the TDC, and then we are an 8, thanks to the +1 torpedo value. So we're going to need a 4 or less. 50-50. Hey, we got it. Always like it when the first attack of the week is successful. This is week 2, February 44, and the Archer Fish. I need to go back. I need to remember to go back and update my spreadsheet too to unsync the Greenwing from last week. All right, they got a 2,000-ton merchant. So another ship and 2,000 tons. We'll roll this over. All right, for our counterattack, we are in shallow water. So we only get 4 for our defense. 2 plus 1 plus 3 makes 6, minus 4 is 2. 1 to 2 row with a -1 because we're cautious. That's a nothing. All right, I'd really like to take a crack at the Tone there. So I think we will slide over. Unfortunately, we can't get away from the aircraft. And we'll remain cautious. I already know what this is. So we're going to have 4 now. Hopefully we get a better TDC, because they're already at 9. Oh, this one popped out, so we'll go with that. Not good. That only becomes a 0 from the reattack bonus, and they are unhittable. Boo. So now we've got 4 plus 1 plus 3 is 8. And minus our 4 defense puts them on the 3 to 4 row. And the modifiers cancel. 6 might be spotted. It is. All right, endurance check. A rating. Didn't go aggressive, so we need a 7 or less. Just missed it. And let's see if they lose their spotted marker. They do not. So we need to remember to not check for that this turn, but next turn, if they're still out there, we will. RTB, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so they will go to the done pile. What just happened to my stand? Kicked back further than it had been. I'll have to fix that here in a minute. Now we've got a path here through the East China Sea that won't cause congregating risk for the kingfish. So I think we'll send them. Do you want to send them back to the Fulton, or do you want to send them back to the Bushnell? I think we'll send them down this way towards the Bushnell. Although, probably going to have some subs coming into there for the ultra area. So on second thought, let's send them this way. They'll have a +1 for leaving the yellow sea, but then a -1 for being on transit side. So just a straight roll for their transit event check. Nothing. And let's see if I can get this back to where it was. That looks better. All right. So that is all of the returning subs then. So I guess we can continue in the yellow sea here with the tang. Search and contact roll. 6 and 2 will be low density small convoy again. So 2, 2, and 1. All right, I think I got my tripod situated back where it should be. So let's go for column B here. And I think we'll go standard posture this time. Start over here again. Little baby merchant. Ooh, auxiliary. Now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 auxiliaries is all we got left in the IJN mix. This is the IJN Maru. Column B. And then this one, another merchant, and this one, another auxiliary. Very good. And we're set up nicely for a re-attack without having to reveal that last ship. So be able to go aggressive in the next round. The Naruto Maru. We do have the potential for a super skipper here. If we can pull that off. Okay. If we get 3 of these down, as long as one of them is the IJN Maru, then we will have our met the requirements for a super skipper. 3 ships and 16,000 or more tons. Looks like this time we might just have to settle for this guy. Hope for some better TDCs next time. Let's see, what would this one be? This is 3 plus 1 is 4, so he'd be a 4 or less. This one is a -1, so he's actually a 9 or less. He's a guaranteed hit. Yeah, I think maybe we just do that and hope for a couple of low TDCs in the second round that we can split. So 9 or less, which is guaranteed. Let's see what we get on the white die. 5 is plenty. Ooh, we needed it too. We rolled a 9. Glad I didn't decide to split that one. So the Tang gets a 3,000 ton merchant so far. One ship, 3,000 tons. All right, no counterattack. Clean these off. Slide over, go aggressive, and hope for 2 -3s. Or -2s would be just as good. Get this straight. I think we might be cockeyed because we're getting some straight at the bottom, but not straight at the top. There we go. That was the problem. Be a -2 or -3. And also be a -2 or -3. Actually, you probably stand for this one to not necessarily be as good, but let's see what we got. 0. That one's -3 though, so this might work. Let's see what we can do. So the IJN is 4 plus 1 makes 5, -2 for the TDC. So he's a 3. We're an 8. So that's a 5 for the 2 hit number there. And then for this one, 2 minus 4 is -2. And we're an 8, so that's a 10 for the 2 hit number. Remember, we still get the die roll modifier too for being aggressive. So if we split this and go, I think we go 5-1. So we send 5 here, which 5 becomes 6. Or sorry, 6-1. So 6 here, 6 becomes 7. That's only 1 less than we were sending. So that becomes a 4. And then we're only sending 1 here, but that becomes a 2 from the torpedo value, which is 6 less. So we got another 4. So yeah, I like that. And then with the die roll modifier 5. So 60% chance on each. Now the big decision, which one to do first. I really want to get them both, but I really want to get this one for sure. Yeah, let's try the IJN first. So 5 or less. Yes. Oh yeah, big time. That 8 becomes a 9, which will sink anything we would face. So in addition to the 3,000 ton merchant, we got the AS IJN Maru for 12,000 tons. And let's go ahead and roll the other one. 5 or less for this little 1,000 ton merchant, which will be just enough for just meet the minimums for the super skipper requirement. Yes. All right. Another 1,000 ton merchant. So let's get this recorded. This goes to the pile of shame, which hasn't toppled yet. Hasn't toppled since the first time it toppled, I should say. This goes back to Cup C. And that's 2 ships for 13,000 tons. 2 ships and 1, 2, 3 plus 10 makes 13. And the Tang has earned a super skipper. So let's see who they get. Just put them all in a cup here and draw one out. It is Andrews. All right. Put these back. Now we need to do our endurance check. Hopefully they get to stay out. So A rating, they did go aggressive, so they're going to need a 6 or less. Oh, man. That's a shame. But we do have, well, actually it's our 3rd super skipper. We started the scenario with 1, but we've actually lost him. That was the guy on the Wahoo. I forget the name now. All right, but we have 2 active super skippers now, since we actually didn't lose Grider last week. Let's see. Next up is the Angler. 4 and 5. Low, large convoy this time. So 2, 2, 1 and 1. Oh, not a very good draw here. Evading over there in column A and zigged away in column D. I guess we'll go B and we'll go cautious. Let's start over here again. Nice, light cruiser. It is the Naka. And we've got, do this one next. merchant. And, ooh, merchant, nice. It's that 8,000 ton merchant flying the rising sun flag. I don't think they're actually flying it. It probably just means that they're easily misidentified as a warship. Okay. Good. Another great reattack opportunity here. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go aggressive this time on the reattack. Do still need to target them. Hopefully we won't need it. Ooh, nice. All right, let's see what we can do here. Can we go 3 for 3 on our opening turns here? Who was... Yeah, we've only done those 2 so far, all right. Okay, so 3 minus 3 is 0. And we're an 8. That's easy math there. 8 or less for the 8,000 ton merchant. Probably not worth splitting since we're going to get a shot at the, well, especially since we're cautious. Yeah, we're definitely not splitting. So yeah, we just need an 8 or less. Oh yeah, man, we're rolling great on these 2 hit and damage rolls so far. Hope I didn't just curse myself. Angler gets an 8,000 ton merchant. Don't see that one very often. 8,000. We'll put this at here and roll this up, and then 1 more ship. Okay, no counterattack. Slide over. We'll go standard just so opens up the better possibility of a split shot if the opportunity presents itself. I think I did have one case, I think it was in the last episode, where I actually was able to do a split shot even in cautious posture. So it is possible, but you got to have pretty low defense ships and great TDCs. Because that penalty on your unmodified, whichever one isn't the unmodified TDC, is pretty brutal. All right. Nice. Not so nice. All right. Well, I mean, it does become a +2, but still that's a 6 and we're an 8. That's only a 2 or less. I think we go for the low-hanging fruit here. So this one's going to be 2 + 1 is 3. This becomes a -3. So again, easy math. 3 minus 3 is 0. 8 or less. Oh yeah. We're on fire. We've only patrolled with 3 subs. And we've sunk 6 ships for 16, 27,000 tons. I mean, that's better than we've done the whole week on some of these turns. All right, so he goes to cut B, and we get one more ship and one more 1,000 tons. And our endurance check will be a 7 or less. And we made it. We'll stick him underneath. All right. While we're on fire here, I think we want to do our wolf pack next. So we're going to send them. Oh, what did I do here? It's just these top 3. Shouldn't have put the blow underneath them there. Yeah, it was these 3 were the wolf pack. They're going to patrol move into the bone-ins, but since they get a -1 to their transit event checks for being part of a wolf pack, they will not need to make a roll because there's only 1 red box. And we will deploy as a group, not a barrier. So we'll make a single roll, and we need a 4 or higher to find something. Oh, darn it. See, we're still rolling great 2-hit rolls, but those aren't so great for finding stuff. So unfortunately, they do not find anything. They will each need to make an endurance check with a -1. Since they didn't find anything, they're all A rating, so they're each going to need an 8 or less. So anything but a 9. So nobody roll a 9. We can keep this wolf pack together for another week. So we'll start with the Capelin. Grumble, grumble, grumble. The Sand Lance. And the Burrfish. Just can't seem to keep these wolf packs together. At least we got plenty there coming out of Pearl Harbor to form another one. So the Capelin has to go back. The other 2 get to stay out. But that causes the wolf pack to dissolve. Or disband, I think is the proper term. Okay. Talking about letting all the air out of your balloon. Let's see what we want to do next. I guess we'll have the blow come down and join them. See if they can find anything. They do need to do a transit event check first, though, because they're not part of a wolf pack. And search and contact. Nope, they don't find anything either. So they will also need to roll anything but a 9 to stay out. And they do. Them underneath. All right, well, what do we want to do next? We knock out one of our 2 ultra areas, the Sea of Japan. And we have 3 there now. We can send someone up from the East China Sea. Maybe that's what I should have sent the Palau up into there instead of over to the Yellow Sea. That's all right. We'll do the 3 that are there first, though. So the bowfin, search and contact with a +1, which means they're guaranteed to find something. And that's an 8-7. It's going to be a high density, large convoy. 3, 3, 2, and 1. Or no, sorry, ultra area. 4, 4, 3, and 2. All right, 1 no solution, too far. I don't know, column A looks pretty sweet here. We will set up there and go, we'll just go standard attack posture. Oh, the hospital ship. Get lucky and have these all, yeah, there we go. Combat event. 4. Don't remember that one. Oh boy. Mechanical troubles end attack. After such a sweet setup there. So we roll a die. If it's odd, we're damaged in RTB. If it's even, we just go to the done section. Okay, even. So, what was that again? That was a good one, right? Yep. We just go to the done section. I mean, it's not really good, but it's the better result. All right. Next up is the halibut. +1 to search and contact. 8, 3. It's going to be a high density small convoy. 4, 3, and 3. We don't get to add any to column D because it's not a number. So 4, 3, 3. All right, this isn't great. Too fast in B. I think I'm actually going to set up over here in C. We can move away into column D to avoid whatever this might be. Excuse me. Let's go cautious attack posture. Okay, an auxiliary. The Tsugaru, only 4,000 tons. Well, same as what we had on there, but more defense. Then we have a 5,000 ton merchant, so that's pretty nice. And a destroyer. Let's see who it is before we decide if we want to unflip that. Problem is we could end up turning over a diligent escort over here. We've been fairly lucky, knock on wood, since last week, not really running into those yet. The Urakazi is 7-2. Boy. I mean, we're just as likely to flip over something just as bad or worse, I think. So we'll just stick with that, I guess. See if we can make some lemonade out of these lemons. Go ahead and target here. And then R3. Hey, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's go after the Tsugaru. Their 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 3 is 2. We are 8, so we need a 6 or less. Oh yeah, is 3 enough? I think so. 3 becomes 4. 4,000 tons. Yes, it is. Very good. So the halibut. Gets the AM Tsugaru. 4,000 tons. We'll take it. All right, one ship, 4,000 tons. And counterattack. 2 plus 2 plus 3 makes 7. We have 4 defense, so they're on the 3 to 4 row with a -1. Ooh, that's a 7 on the 3 to 4 row. Means we are spotted. I was debating whether to slide over to D and try again for that merchant, but now that we're spotted, we're going to be on the 3 to 4 row with even if we stay cautious, we'll be at a +1. I'm just a little concerned about that. So we'll play it safe and stop there. So we need a 7 or less for our endurance check. Didn't make it. Let's see if we lose our spotted marker. We do. All right, RTB for the halibut. And we have the albacore. Search and contact. 5-0 is going to be a moderate small convoy. So 4-3-2. All right, we will have them set up in column B. I think standard attack posture is in order here. Another combat event. 1. Target lumbers into way, I think. Yes, it is. So we will, prior to conducting the first attack round, which is after we reveal everything that we need to, we can choose a face down red ball in our column or an adjacent column, and we will automatically hit it and roll for damage against it. All right, well, that was number 2. So here's number 3. Oh no. I was afraid we were gonna get one of those there. Let's see who it is. the Wakaba. So they have an ASW of 5. We're standard attack posture, so we can't try to negate their diligent status. So they will get to do an immediate counterattack on us using their special row. We're hoping for a 5 or less. 7 is damaged. Yikes. So since we got damaged by that, we can choose to withdraw prior to combat. And I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do here, because we're looking at 5.5 so far that we've revealed, which would be 6 plus another 2 from the war or from the op area, and 3 from the war period makes 11. So we'd be on the 7 row. And there's a high probability of well, 50-50, I guess. 5 or higher on the 7 column would be another damage result, which we don't really want. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and withdraw. I believe when you do that, you just go straight to the endurance check. Double check. I don't utilize this option very often. Yeah, here we go. And that second bullet there near the end. If the submarine is damaged, the player may choose to withdraw from combat at this point, proceeding to the endurance check. So we are damaged, which means we'll need a 6 or less for our endurance check. And we did not get it. Well, our luck has gone cold here, it seems. Next, we're going to send the Redfin up into the Sea of Japan. So they will do a transit event check with a +2 modifier. So 6, 7, 8, or 9. Ooh, just missed it. And search and contact with a +1. So 3, 7 is going to be a low density large convoy. With an extra ship in each column makes it 3322. Okay, this one is evading. Boy, I think we'll try our luck in column D here. And we will go standard, I guess. We only have to flip over 3 no matter what. Battleship. Let's see who it is. In the Sea of Japan, so I should be able to find just about anything. Not sure if Yamato class can be there in 44. No, so anything but a Yamato class. We've got the Yamashiro. Okay, and this one, aircraft. Oh no. No. Should have gone cautious. Now that's going to make that battleship impossible. And we got the, oh boy, definitely the Amatsukaze. They are a 6, which makes that battleship a 14 because they're over a column. So yeah, no way we're hitting them. Or these guys for that matter. They're a 13. So we just got to survive this initial counterattack, and then we'll have an impossible shot, which means there won't be a normal counterattack. So we want 5 or less. Oh, 7 again, damaged. So we won't even have to bother. We can just withdraw immediately. So once again, 6 or less for the endurance check. Made it, but I don't think we'll leave them up there next turn. Well, that area turned out to be kind of a bust. I guess while we're up here, let's go ahead and knock out the Coral Islands next. So we got search and contact for the S-40. 8-3. Moderate small convoy. 3-2-1. All right, we're just going to have them set up in column A. Go standard attack posture. Hope that this isn't a diligent escort. Oh, good. It's the Goshu Maru. And hope that this isn't a destroyer. And it is not. Okay, might actually be able to make something happen here. There we go. Ooh, tempting. So here we've got 1 minus 2 is a -1. We're a 4. 4 minus -1 is a 5. Over here we've got 3 plus 1 is 4 minus 3 is 1. So 4 minus 1 is a 3. So do we want to try for the 9,000 tons over the 2,000 tons, but 20% less chance to hit? I think not. I think we'll settle for the 2,000 ton merchant. We need a 5 or less. Nope. Doesn't matter. I don't think it's worth. I mean, I guess we could go cautious. Only have to flip over 1 and hope that it's that light cruiser. Yeah, we'll try it. Cautious posture. We'll flip this over. Ooh, no such luck. Would this have been it? Oh, it was. Darn. All right. Well, we'll give it a shot. No, I don't think so. This becomes minus or plus 1. So 1, 2, 3 plus 1 is 4. We can hit it on a 0. This one's 4 plus 2 is 6. We can't hit that. So we need a 0 this time to hit our little merchant. Nope. And for the counterattack, we got 2 + 1 + 3 is 6. We only have 1 defense, so that's 5 to 6 row. Modifiers cancel. 6 is not going to be great. Damaged. So with a D rating sub and a damage, we are looking at needing a 3 or less. Nope. And we will do the S42. 8 and 7. Moderate density, large convoy. 2311. All right, our column D pull was an evading. I think we're gonna go column B. And standard attack posture. No. I definitely cursed myself saying that we hadn't seen those for a while. Little baby. Akazi, 3.5. Immediate counterattack. 4 is nothing. We'll try this for our second one. But don't know if it's going to be even possible to get a shot. I guess if it's only got 3 defense and we get a -3 on it, then we will be able to hit it on a 0. Oh, it's the Michael, which can only be encountered as a loner. We're setting up for possible here. The Nigitsu Maru. Nigitsu Maru. Nigitsu Maru. All right. Put the Michael back. Thing is, I don't necessarily want to target one of those face down ones because it may come up as a potentially possible shot and then end up not being possible. So we'll just target these 2 to be safe. And we didn't get our -3, so we don't have a shot. 3.5 rounds up to 4, plus his 3 is 7, -1 is 6. We're only a 4. So no solution on that, which means no counterattack since it's the first round, and we will withdraw. So D rating, we need a 4 or less. Got it. Then we have the S32. 7-7 is going to be a low density, large convoy. 2211. Well, I don't like this very much. I think we'll set up here. Hopefully we didn't draw that red ball backed Diligent Escort again. We'll go cautious posture, so we're just flipping the 1. Are you serious? Wow. This guy patrolling this area hard this week. This time it's the Fuyo. Immediate counterattack on us. Or no, first we get to roll because we're cautious. So he's a 3.5, so we need a 4 or higher to make him non-diligent. Come on. 0 means he gets a +1 on his counterattack roll. At least he rolled a 0 for that too, so that's nothing. Well, might as well target here, and I'm thinking here. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly. So 3.5 rounds up to 4. We assume he has 1, which is 5. We're only a 4, so nothing there. Again, 3.5 rounds up to 4, plus 1 is 5, plus another 1 is 6, plus another 2 is 8. So definitely not there. No possible shot, no counterattack. We withdraw. Getting to be a common theme here. So 4 or less. Made it. And hopefully those Diligent Escorts go somewhere else next week. Put these guys on the bottom. All right. Well, guess we'll work our way down here. East China Sea. We'll have those two. Actually, who do we want? Yeah, I think we'll leave them up there. We'll have these 3 patrol here, and we'll send one of these guys over because you can do patrol moves through Manila/Subic. All right, so just these 2 for the East China Sea. The Whale first. 8 and 2 is moderate small convoy. 3, 2, 1. All right. Too fast. And if that is that Diligent Escort again, I'm going to scream. Of course, probably what it is probably both of the Diligent Escorts in Cut B are probably have red balls on the back. All right. I guess here. Cautious. Okay, good. We'll do this one. And this is probably more likely to not be an escort. Oh, come on. I cannot believe this. It's the Satsuki. Oh, I should have kept his counter out here. He's a 5. So we need to roll greater than a 5. And hopefully not a 0 this time. There we go. So he is not diligent. So we will flip this upside down to show that, which means we can unflip him. Thanks to our radar. And he has -1 to his ASW now. So he's only a 4. And we can flip one of these instead. Come on, light cruiser. Yes. All right, this is good because we can move away from him then in the re-attack round. We have the Naka. Time for our luck to change for the better. Not there, not there, not there. Wow. Okay, maybe not. Well, this will be 3 and we're 8, so we need a 5 or less. It's 9-9. Wow. No counterattack. We'll slide over here. We'll stay cautious because this is definitely, well, almost definitely a destroyer. Indeed, it is. Not sure how many of those merchants there are with the rising sun on the back. And we have one in, I think it's in column B. Haven't seen one in column A though. The Harukaze. All right, +2, here we go again. -2 on the destroyer, that's not helpful. +3 and +2, wow. Just, wow. I mean, we can hit the destroyer on a, well, that's actually a -3, so we could hit him on a 3 or higher. Let's see what our other options are. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 2, 5, 6. So that'd be a 2. And believe it or not, I think that's going to be our best shot. Because he's 6 + 2 is 8, -3 is 5, so that's a 3. And here we got 4 + 2 + 1 is 7. So that's a 1. We got a 1, a 2, and a 3. So So yeah, I guess we'll try the destroyer. 3 or less. Hey, look at that. I think we only damaged it though. Oh no, maybe not. Thanks to our +1 torpedo value, that becomes a 3. So yeah, we sunk it. So the whale gets the DD Harukaze. Measly 1,000 tons. We'll go over to the pile of shame. And another 1,000 tons. We'll roll this over to 90. And one more ship. Puts us at 529. Alrighty. Well, at least that means there's no counterattack. So we will do our endurance check, needing a 7 or less. Nailed it. Okay, that's a start in the right direction at least. Haddock. 9-9. Wow. That's going to be a high density task force. Smaller than a moderate density task force. 1-2-2-4. Alrighty. Zigged away. This actually scares me a bit, but I'm going to set up over here in column D. Whenever you see that many red balls in column D, you gotta wonder what's hiding under there. We're gonna go you know what, let's go cautious just in case one of them is a surprise. Okay, well, that's a regular destroyer. Let's see what it is. The Maikaze. Do we use our unflip on him? Do we save it in case there's a diligent lurking under there? Yeah, let's use it. I guess we need his counter back. So that we know he's a red ball. Whoops. Not from cup C though. Pull it from the right cup, dummy. Okay. What's under door number 2? Combat event. 8. Is bad, I think. Yes, it is. Counterattack. So we won't get to do an attack in the first round. They will do a counterattack if we reveal any ASW. That's actually our first flip of 3. Here's number 2. Okay, that's what we were looking for. Just hope that one over in column C is nothing bad. the Myazin Maru. Oh, last time we drew one of those, I forgot to see if we were allowed to encounter them where we were at. I don't think it would have mattered because we don't, you don't have to reveal another one in its place. If not, I don't remember if that was in the Sea of Japan or if that was in the Coral Islands. I know the Coral Islands they can't be. But we are currently in the East China Sea. And that is one of the options for these Imperial Japanese Army ships. All right, so we got one target at least. Let's see what this one is. Oh, good. All right, so that was a wise use of my unflip. Don't give us the TDC on the good TDC on the unrevealed. That's no good. So this would be 4 plus 2 is 6. We're 8, so that's going to be a 2. Problem is, this could very well be a destroyer. I guess if it is, we'd get to ignore their ASW. So figure if it's most likely a 6. 6 plus 1 is 7, minus 2 is 5. It'd be a 3. We could still hit it. Nah, I think we play it safe and just go after this one. Hope for a 2 or less. Nope. All right. Now. Don't know if a re-attack is really worthwhile here. I mean, we could slide over here and stay cautious. We wouldn't have to reveal that one because it's a red ball. We could reveal these 3, but who knows what we'd end up getting. Yeah, let's try it. So we'll slide over here. We'll stay cautious. Got to reveal these 2 first. Yep. Just hope this one isn't. No point unflipping them because we have to. That's the only one we can flip in its place. Let's hope it actually is a 1/2. 1. Shirakumo. And then we got to flip this one next. It's another destroyer. And then watch that be our old friend, the Diligent Escort. Yeah, this one's only a 1/2. The Oite. next month. If he's not sunk before then. All right, here goes. Ba-boom. Yep. Wow. The Sagiri, who is a 4. So we need to roll greater than a 4. Nope. So he'll do his immediate counterattack. 8. Whew, that was close. Damaged RTB. To be honest, I'm not too sad about that. Because it could have been a lot worse once we got to the regular counterattack phase. That was a bad decision. Alrighty. I think, like I said, we're going to leave these 3 here because of the ultra area, and we're going to send one of these guys over. The other 2 of these can actually move up into the East China Sea, though, so I think I'll do that. So we'll send the Ray up there. We'll do a transit event check. Safe. Search and contact. Oh, 04. He found nada. So he will need an 8 for the endurance check, which he passes. Slip him on the bottom. And we'll send the darter up there as well. Transit event check. Ooh, he has to roll again. 4-4. Nothing. Search and contact. 1-6. He also found nothing. 8 or less for his endurance check. Pass. All right, now we'll do the North Philippine Sea. So the Rasher gets a +1 to their search and contact. 1-7, not good enough. Endurance check, 8 or less, failed. Okay, the Thresher, +1. 5-3, they found something. They found a sparse small convoy. But the bonus will be 3 and 2. All right, standard attack posture. Auxiliary. The Tatakawa Maru. Nice size ship there. Combat event. Getting a lot of those this week. A lot of combat events and a lot of diligent escorts. That's the counterattack one again, so we won't get to attack in the first round. And then, you gotta be kidding me. It's the Suzukaze. We are standard, so they just get to roll immediately. 2 is nothing. And last but not least, unarmed merchant. All right, so we're going to have our work cut out for us here. Especially since we're only a T-boat. At least we got something negative. Which the best ones are not where we want them. So he's a 5.5, rounds up to 6. 7, 8, 9. -1 is 8. Can't hit him. This one's going to be even worse. Let's hope we don't have a possible shot here. Afraid we might. What did I say this was? 5, 6, -2, or we assume he's, we assume he's 1, so that's 6. -2 is 4. So theoretically, we can hit it on a 2 or less if it only has 1 armor, which is highly unlikely. We did get the light cruiser at least, but yeah, that's not going to be possible because that puts it at -1 for the 2-hit number. Since it's 4 defense, not 1. It is the Naka. Yeah, but since we took the shot, so to say, we are subject to counterattack. So 5.5. Oh, that's right. They were 5.5, 6. Assume it was 1 was 7, -2 is 5. So actually it was a 2 or less was the 2-hit number if it had had 1 defense. I forgot about this half over here. Anyway, we've got 5.5 is going to round up to 6. There's 1 red box, and then 3 for the war period makes 10. We have 3 defense, so they're going to be on the 7 row. It's just the first attack round, right? And we were standard, so no die roll modifiers. So 7 row with no modifier. Need a really low roll. That's not a really low roll. That's probably a sunk result. 8 is damaged RTB, and then if the second die is a 7 through 9, we are actually sunk. It was only a 2, so dodged a bullet there. The Sea Dragon is next. It's going to be a 9-2. High density small convoy. 433. All right, too far there. We're going to set up here in column A, and we are going to go cautious because I do not want to fool with that. So we're going to do these 3. Hospital ship. Oh, come on. coin flipping him. Combat events. Here we go again. We actually, did I mess that up last time? I think I attacked when I wasn't supposed. Well, yeah, I think I did, but it ended up not being a valid attack anyway. But yeah, I wasn't supposed to even attack there. It was supposed to just be a counter attack. My bad. Well, hey, this one is good. Oops. Combat. We get to attack twice. So, for our last flip, we will do, I just don't trust that. I'll do this one. Wakaba. So our only choice is the stupid hospital ship. Let's do it. See if we can get it out of the mix. We don't have a super skipper, so he's not going to get relieved of duty. It'll end our combat phase early, but at this point, I don't care. Guess we go here and here. I'll do these two unknowns over here. Well, we're not getting counterattacked, so there's that going for us at least. All right, well, 2 plus 2 is 4. We are 7, so we need a 3 or less. Oh, we got it. So the Sea Dragon, shame on you. The AH. Kiku Maru. Uh, 3,000 tons, but the tonnage doesn't count. Just counts as a ship. They do go over here to the mini pile of shame. I think that's both of the hospital ships out now, right? Yeah, there's the other one. We don't have to worry about them anymore, at least. And we get credit for one ship. Put us to 530. And submarine is marked as an involuntary RTB. So we just go straight to RTB. Skipper will get a stern scolding. And that's that. All right, so now we are going to send in the Muskellunge. So I'll do a transit event check. Passed. Search and contact with a +1. 8 and 3. Moderate small convoy. 432. All right, we're going to go column A. We're going to go cautious attack posture. Start over here. Good. The Kamoi. Wow, let's get him. 18,000 tons. Let's go here. Destroyer. Corner's starting to peel up. It's going to make that one recognizable. Let's see what it is. The Satsuki. Actually, let's go ahead and unflip him, I guess. And then one more. Which do we choose? I think we play it safe and go for one of these. Boo. The Umakazi. Okay. -1, -2. -1, -1. Well, all negatives at least. Again, the best one is on one that we don't really want to target, though. All right, so 4 + 2 + 1 is 7. -1 is 6. We're 8. 2 or less here. 1 + 2 is 3. -1 is 2. We are 8. 6 or less here. If we target him, we ignore his ASW. 6 - 1 is 5. So that would be a 3. I think we just go after the merchant. 6 or less. 2 becomes 3. Just enough. Thank you. +1 torpedo value. Muskellunge. It's a 2,000-ton merchant. One ship, 2,000 tons. And there will be a counterattack. Oops. Get him out of here. Get these out of here. So 2 + 1 + 3 is 6. 4 defense, so 1 to 2 row. We were cautious. So -1 modifier. It's nothing. think we want to stick around. I'd love to get another crack at that 18,000 ton ship, but it's too risky, I think. So 8 or less for our endurance check. Made it. The only one that gets to stay. All right, that's going to do it for that ultra area. I think what we'll do next is have these 3 move up into the South China Sea 1 area. So the gudgeon will do a transit event check. Safe search and contact 7-7. Low density large convoy 2211. All right, you know what? We're just gonna try column D. We will go standard. Okay, cruiser. Either the Tone or the Suzuya. Do even for the Suzuya, odd for the Tone. This is the Suzuya. And boo. Boo hiss. All right, little baby one, the Asagao. Let's take him out, and then we'll just have the Suzuya all by its lonesome in the reattack round. Here it goes, standard, right? Pretty sure that's what I said. Not good, not good. This is the better shot, though. So 5 + 1 is 6. We're a 7. We need a 1 or less. Oh, look at that. We got him. 3 becomes a 4. Good job, gudgeon. Keep taking out all these small destroyers, though. That just means there's a higher probability of getting the big ones. The DD Asagao, measly 1,000 tons. Over to the pile of shame. A very wobbly pile of shame. 1,000 tons, 1 ship. That means no counterattack, yay. And we will stay where we're at and switch to aggressive posture. And hope we get a nice TDC marker here. We did not. I think we can just hit it though. So 5 plus 1 is 6. That's a +1 TDC. Or no, it's a 0 TDC. That's right. Reattack and aggressive. So yeah, we can definitely hit it. So they're a 6. We're a 7. So the 2-hit number is a 1. With our DRM, we need a 2 or less. Let's do it. No, not even close. Oh well. No counterattack. Our B rating, and we went aggressive, so we need a 5 or less. Hey, just made it. The sailfish will patrol move up to there. Transit event check. Ooh, they got a roll. 8-6. That doesn't look good. 8-6 is the orange spotted return to base. That's a bummer. We will roll to see if we lose our spotted marker right away. We do not. So end of next turn. We'll have to roll to see if they lose that. Doesn't really matter though. Has no effect at this point. All right, and the seal. We'll try moving in there. They make it. And they find something. A sparse small convoy. 2 and 1. Okay, so normally when I get this situation, I go aggressive right off the bat. But I am so scared of those diligent escorts over there in column B, lurking under the red ball flags. I mean, I'm assuming they're both in there. It could just be one, but nevertheless, I'm just going to go standard for the first round to play it a little bit safe. Oh, come on. Can't you just give me a little bit of a break? It's the Shiokaze. Good. All right, not terrible. Okay. Ooh, there we go. That's tempting too. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2. -3 is -1. We're a 6. So that's going to be a 7 to hit. Here we get to ignore his ASW. 6 minus 2 is 4. That would be a 3. I think we just go after the merchant there. So we need a 7 or less. Anything but an 8 or a 9. 5-4 will do it. The seal. It's a 2,000-ton merchant. 2. This goes up 1. There will be a counterattack of 1 + 1 + 3 is 5. We've got 2 defense, so they're on the 3 to 4 row. Don't like that. 4, I think, is all right. Yep. Okay, we're going to slide over here. And I kind of want to go aggressive, but I don't want to give them a +2 DRM on the 3 to 4 row. So I think we'll actually go cautious because it won't really hurt us over standard because we're not going to try to split this anyway. Excuse me. And that way the DRMs on the counterattack will cancel. We'll just have another straight roll on the 3 to 4 row. 0 and -2. There we go. That becomes -3. 2 plus half rounded up. -3 makes them 0. We're at 6. So we need a 6 or less. Oh, we got it, but we only damaged them. 1 becomes 2. That's too bad. That's 3,000 tons as well. All right, so once again on the 3 to 4 row with no modifier. 0, perfect. And then endurance check, B rating means 6 or less. Got it. Okie dokie. Put them underneath. It's going to do it for that area. I think next, all we got left is the porpoise down here and then our 3 in the Marshall Islands. So let's knock out the porpoise next. They will patrol move into the South Philippine Sea. And then do search and contact roll there. Ooh, 9-8. It's going to be a high density task force. Oops, wrong chart. 1, 2, 2, 4. All right, zigged away. I think the porpoise may have bitten off a bit more than he can chew here. We're gonna go column C and go standard attack posture. Ooh, wish there really were 20,000 tons. It's only 8. The Naruto Maru. I don't know if we have a 20,000 tonner left. There's an 18. Yeah, 18 is the biggest one that's left in there. And the next one after that is 12. Okay. And for our second, let's do here. Oh, good. Got the Michael again. He can only be encountered as a loner. This one popped out, so we'll go with it. It's the Chogei. Another 8,000 tonner. All right, 2 TDCs. Give us some help here. We've only got a measly 5 attack strength. That's not helpful. That is. We'll take that. 3 plus 1 is 4, minus 3 is 1. We've got 5, so we need a 4 or less. Hope we can sink it. I don't really want to stick around. Huh. Nope. Oh boy. Well, I think we slide over. We switch to cautious. We only have to flip 1. Oh, good. It's the Yamato, which gets replaced by the Yamato. Are we allowed to find the Yamato in the South Philippine Sea? I kind of doubt it. North Philippine Sea, yes. South Philippine Sea, no. So it gets removed, not replaced. Which is fine by me. Yuck. That's minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. We're 5, so we need a 3 or less this time. Nope. Had the damage roll too. Alright, that'll do it then for the porpoise. C rating. They need a 5 or less. Ooh, nice. Kicked over to that 0 right at the end there. Okay, that just leaves these 3. We're going to move over into the Marianas, since the chance of finding anything in the Marshall Islands is abysmal. We'll do a transit event check. Safe. Search and contact. 4 and 7. I just barely found something. A sparse large convoy. 1, 2, 1 and 1. Sea swell in column C. I don't really like this at all. I think I'll just try my chances over here. We'll go cautious. Okay then. I'm not sure what to do here. We got nothing to target, so I'm assuming there's no valid shot, so there's no counterattack. So yeah. Do I want to reattack? Not really. is only a half. Yeah, okay. Talked myself into it. Slide over here. We'll stay cautious. Oh, nice. There's an auxiliary with a rising sun on the back. Didn't know that was a thing either. Column B is just full of surprises this go round. Go Maru and a combat event. Okay. A good one. That's not a good one. Counterattack. We don't even get to make a shot. And we are shot at. So half rounds up to 1, plus 1 red box, plus 3 makes 5. We have 3 defense. So 1 to 2 row. No modifiers because they cancel each other. 6. I thought for a second that was a 9. I was like, no. All right. B rating, so we need a 6 or less. Made it. That was the grayling, by the way. I don't think I ever said who was actually taking their turn there. Next, we'll move over the rock. Transit event, check. Search and contact. 6 and 7. Sparse, large convoy. Same thing. 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, where to go here? You know what? Let's just go for column D. Standard posture. Cruiser, very nice. Even for the Tone, odd for the Suzuya. It's the Suzuya again. And darn it. Thought about starting in column B, but then I was afraid the curse of the diligent escort had not run its course yet, so there we go. He's only a 1/2. The Numikaze. Hey, looky there. Looky. All right, let's finish out strong here. 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. Minus 3 is 4. We're 8. So we need a 4 or less. Yes. Bam. And they are down to 1 cruiser left, the Tone. So the Rock. Way to go, Dwayne Johnson. Sinks the CA Suzuya. 15,000 tons. Make sure I spelled that right. Yes. bother for the pile of shame. And one ship. Let's see, we're gonna have to, it's gonna roll over twice basically. So that 5 takes it to here. And we still got another 10 coming to us. So that puts us at 534 ships and 2,410,000 tons. 2,410,410. All right. You know what we haven't seen for a long time is a carrier. Just happened to think of that. So the counterattack will be 1/2, rounds up to 1, +1, +3 makes 5. We have 4 defense, so they're on the 1 to 2 row. And a 2 is nothing. And we are not going to bother with a reattack. So we need a 7 or less. Oh, come on. And our final ship or sub on patrol is the Corvina. Transit event check. And search and contact. 2-2. That's going to be a whole lot of nothing. So they will need anything but a 9 to stay. And they do. All right. Let's get all these subs out of their bases and tenders. Let's start with the Bushnell. We've got 5 coming out of there, but just one at a time, so no congregating risk unless we cause it ourselves. Who all we got here? We got the S44, we got the Gunnel, the Silver Sides, the Snapper, and the Pompano. So I think we have 3 there. So I think we send the Gunnel. And don't really have, pretty crowded around here. Send the Gunnel up here. They won't need to do a transit event check. And I don't know, I guess we send the other 4 over here. Do we leave somebody? Maybe we leave one of them here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's send these 3 over here. And he'll just stay in the South Philippine Sea. Okay, that takes care of the Bushnell. We got 1 each coming out of the Fulton and the Sperry. So coming out of the Fulton, we have the Hake. Where do we want them to go? And pretty crowded. Move them into the Empire Pacific. That's probably our best bet. So they will have congregating risk moving through the Bonins. There's already 4 there. So they'll their -1 for transit will cancel with that. So they will need to roll. Only a 9. be problematic. They got a 2. They'll flip there. Then we've got the Robilo coming out of the Sperry. And we've got what? Probably all 3 of these are going to come back from the Sea of Japan. So I think we risk sending him up there. So he will have +2 for entering the Sea of Japan, -1 for being on transit side, but then another +1 for congregating risk. So net +2. So we want less than a 6. Ooh, no. All right, rolling. Ooh, 7-8's going to be bad. How bad? 7, 8. Oops. Where is it? Come into focus. That's a blue. Yeah. So spotted, engaged, and damaged. Return to base. Well, that foray didn't last long. We'll go ahead and roll now to see if they lose their spotted. They do. Okay, then we've got 2, looks like, coming out of Dutch Harbor. Currently have 3 in the curls, so we'll send 1 of them there, the S31. They won't have to roll for transit. Whoops. And then the S41 will just go to the Aleutians, and they won't have to roll either. And that just leaves this big stack at Pearl Harbor. So we're going to want to form a wolf pack with 3 of them. See what our best ones are. There's a Balau. There's a Balau. There's a Balau. There's a Balau. So we got the Pacuda, the Apagon, the Batfish, and the Billfish. I think I like Apagon, Batfish, and Billfish. ABB. So we're going to send them. Man, it's so crowded now. That's a good problem to have, I guess. So many subs out. I think we'll send them down to the Marshall Islands. So they only count as 2 subs there. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more coming out. So we can send 2 more. They're all Gatos and 1 Balau. Let's send 2 of the Gatos down to here. And then we'll send the other 4. It's going to be slightly crowded there, but let's see, the first 3 will make it in fine without having to roll. And then the last one will have to roll. And they get a 9. Wow. Oh, that's really bad. 8, 9. I think they got lost at sea. Indeed they did. Wow. That was the finback. Lost at sea, cause unknown. Alrighty. That will put us up to 71 subs lost. That's going to do it for the turn. We are at, once again, 534 ships sunk. 2,410,000 tons. Wolfpack experience is still at 5, and we have 71 subs lost. So that is... we got to, advance the turn marker. Don't want to forget that. Don't want to play week 2 again. We can pull these off. There we go. Now we're done. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to have to be tearing this back down again. We're hosting a game night tomorrow night, so I'm going to need the table. We'll get it put back up after that and pick up with week 3 of February 44 in the next episode. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching.